Hey everybody, welcome back to another Nature's Always Right episode. Today I'm here in San Diego. I'm back from Asia, and I was in Thailand and then in South Korea for 2.5 weeks, visiting my wife's family, and I even made some content there as well. And if you were following me on Instagram, you got to see a lot of that, some of my day-to-day stuff, the farms that I saw and visited. So if you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to follow me there so that you can see sort of the day-to-day stuff, or whenever I'm doing YouTube videos, you can see it the day I'm actually making it rather than, a month or two later. And in South Korea, besides visiting my family, I was able to visit the farm of Yeongseong-cho, the Jadam farm. And if you don't know what Jadam is, or Korean natural farming, be sure to check this video out where I do an interview with Mr. Yeongseong-cho. I got to see a lot of other cool things, different way that people were growing in Korea. Like, I'll show you this picture where it was a stone fruit tree and they were using bottles to train the limbs. So it's a super cheap and easy way to do that. And so yeah, I just learned a lot of little things through traveling there, and I can't wait to go back and film with a lot more farms in Korea. So coming back to San Diego was quite shocking, of course. I was watching the news with the virus and all of that stuff. I don't want to say the name of it because YouTube has been censoring or demonetizing videos when you use the certain name, so I'll just call it the illness. So what I want to talk about is the positives and all the things that I've seen go on that I think are really good for society, especially surrounding farming and food. So because a lot of us are staying home and not going out as much because restaurants and bars are closed, because schools are closed, maybe you're just working from home now, we're now at home. And this is a really great thing, honestly. People are now spending way more time with their families. The sports games aren't on anymore. So now you can of course watch Netflix and other things, but we're being forced to spend more time with our families, to think about the things that matter a heck of a lot more than sports or our jobs or any of these things. Our relationships in life are really the most important things. So it's been really wonderful to see just a lot more people, just even on my parents' street, walking together, kids outside playing more, things that I haven't seen in a very long time. And I think that it's also helping us to kind of reinvent ourselves a little bit, look at everything from a whole different perspective now. The store shelves are going bare. Businesses are either having to shut down or shift and change. Some of the restaurants are doing, takeout. And we're going to get into farming especially in a little bit here, talking about how a lot of farms have changed. I'm going to show you my buddy Jared's farm and how he's changed his method of selling a little bit as well. Whenever pressure's put on us, it can really help us to mold us and change us and make us better in the end, whether that's business or your personal life. So one thing I've just really seen is that people are now thinking about food in a whole new way. I've noticed on my personal YouTube and other people's YouTubes that do content about making food, our views are going through the roof right now. People are really curious about growing their own food as food is being taken off the shelves. They can't buy certain things, and that is a really positive thing. Of course, I think most people should be growing a little bit of their own food, if not a good majority of it, because of the health benefits, not only for your body, but for your mind. Just the ability to take care of yourself in any sort of situation like what we're experiencing right now. So food security. Of course, gardening is a great thing that you can do with your family. Another great activity you can do, get you outside. So that's really encouraging. And I've gotten emails from a couple different companies like True Leaf Market, where I've purchased a lot of seeds. They said that they've received, their order volume has gone up by 10 times. A bunch of different these companies. Local Line, which helps farmers do CSA programs through software, their sales have shot through the roof because so many farmers are transitioning to a CSA or veggie box model because if a lot of their businesses was based with restaurants, that's all gone right now. So big shifts going on right now in the farming and gardening world. So I really want to encourage you guys, if you don't already have your own garden, you need to start one. And it's been fun watching a couple of my friends start their own gardens and become interested in growing food now just because of the illness. So now let's get into how farming is changing and the effects that it has had on small farms and how they've shifted, and give you guys some different tips or things that I've seen other farms do really well, changing their business model and meeting the need that is now there. So first, let me show you my friend Jared Smith, Jared's Real Food, and some of the footage that I shot from his farm. So he was selling at farmers markets, but majority of his business during his whole farm life, the last 9 years, has been CSA and private sales. So he was in a really good position when all this went down. So Jared was selling at 2 markets, and now he's just selling on Saturdays at his farm. So he's having all his customers come out. He's built a very big email list over the years, and his business has spread a lot through word of mouth. So that is why I really want to encourage you guys to always keep an email list, have an email sign up on your websites, and of course on your farmers market table if you sell there. Always get your customers to put your email down for unexpected things such as this. And man, I was just blown away. There were so many people at Jared's place. They had, they set up a line. You'd have to take a number and wait. They had the employees bagging everything just for extra cleanliness and safety. And basically, Jared told me that now he has so many emails a day, he can't even keep up with them, and he can't even grow enough food. And he's growing a little over 2 acres right now. So it's just incredible, for small farms. This is an incredible opportunity to be a farmer and to provide food for your community, because they're really desperate for healthy, clean food. We can boost our immune systems and our health through our diets, of course, and one of the best ways to do that is just to eat local food, grown by a grower who grows, using our methods, which is regenerative or no-till, no pesticide, all that good stuff. So yeah, I was just really impressed by what's going on at Jared's place, and it was just so cool to see people lining up for regenerative grown food. It was just really, really neat to see, and neat to see my friend meeting the need of our community here in San Diego. So now some farmers markets are reopening, thank goodness, and I thought it was ridiculous that they were even closing the markets, considering the grocery stores are still open, which are indoors. But the county, I think, overreacted, and all of government right now is overreacting in my opinion, but they want to be very safe, of course, but giving up liberty for safety, probably not a good idea. But we'll see in the end, right, if this turns out to actually be something dangerous. Beyond doing your own farmer's market at your farm or some other private lot, another great thing which Jared's also doing is doing deliveries. So shifting from farmer's market or restaurant, shifting to deliveries. That's also what my friends at Profound Farms are doing over in Dallas, Texas. The majority of their business was restaurants. So they, their business was kind of destroyed by this, but Jeff is a really good businessman, and they have a huge, great team behind them. They shifted, and now they're selling through their website and doing deliveries. They had a great response from all of their people that on their email list, their social media, their community out there. But now they've got a whole nother section of their business. And once the restaurants reopen, the markets reopen, we've got a lot more customers to sell to in some different ways now. So it'll be interesting to see as things go back to normal, what farms are doing. And like my buddy Jared, he might not have to go back to sell at farmers markets because he's got so many more private customers now, which would be fantastic because farmers markets take a lot of time breaking down, setting up, and all of that. And you also have to give a percentage or a fee to the market. Another place for farmers to sell right now is grocery stores and local grocery stores as well. Those are of course being kept open, so that's just another great way to sell your produce. Also, I mentioned earlier, local line. If you need help managing your CSA system or your veggie box systems, that's just a great website that you can sign up through their service to help you manage all that. And those right now, I think all those ways that I mentioned are probably the best and I think the only real options for selling food right now. So I just wish you guys all the best with your farms and continued success. Just reach out to your community the best you can in all the different ways that we have available to us now. and I think that you're going to see a great response from your community, and you probably already are. I hope talking about some of this is helpful to you guys and makes you feel a little bit better and see some of the positive things that are going to come out of this whole mess. And the economy will eventually recover. You know, we're seeing this whole debt-based economic system really falter right now, and maybe that'll cause it to shift and become better in the end. So don't worry, we have nothing to fear. But you know, take this time to spend a lot more time with your families, your friends. Work on this time to reinvent your business, to make it better.